Hi everyone, welcome to Star Talk. I'm Sharon, the Vice Chair Lady of Y Legal Lights and a solicitor practicing in Hong Kong. On the second last day of 2022, the Standing Committee of the 13th National People's Congress make an interpretation on Article 14 and Article 47 of the Hong Kong National Security Law to clarify the following question. Based on the legislative intent and objectives of the Hong Kong National Security Law, can an overseas solicitor or barrister who is not qualified to practice in Hong Kong generally participate by any means in handling of works in cases concerning offences endangering national security? To many people's surprise, the NPCSC did not rule out the possibility that the foreign counsels could be involved in the national security law cases. Looking into the contents of the interpretation, the NPCSC clarified that Article 47 of the Hong Kong National Security Law applies to the issue of whether foreign lawyers could be hired in the NSL cases. And in light of this, the approval from the Chief Executive in this regard is required. Nonetheless, the court has not sought any approval in respect of this point earlier, and on such basis, Article 14 of the Hong Kong National Security Law kicks in. Pursuant to this article, the Committee for Safeguarding National Security has the right and also a duty to decide on this issue. It is also worth mentioning that such decision made by the committee is not subject to any judicial review or any interference from the executive authorities, legislature, or judiciary. The significance of this interpretation are as follows. First, this is the first interpretation ever issued by the NPCSC since the promulgation of the Hong Kong National Security Law in 2020. As many of you may be aware, this interpretation has offered clarifications which are capable of general application in the future, instead of simply offering a solution to a specific case. Secondly, the request by the Chief Executive for an interpretation and the interpretation itself are all in accordance with Article 65 of the Hong Kong National Security Law. The independence of the judiciary, in particular, the final adjudication power of the court in Hong Kong, is well preserved and respected. These are all clear demonstration of the spirits of the rule of law and the fundamental principle of one country, two systems. Thirdly, the interpretation reinforced the legislative intent that, save for extremely difficult, complicated, or challenging situations, most of the issues in connection with the NSL should be resolved at Hong Kong level, such as by the Chief Executive or by the committee as mentioned in the interpretation. It establishes principles and is of great significance in the further improvement of the legal system and enforcement mechanism for safeguarding national security of the Hong Kong SAR and the effective safeguarding of national security. Please follow, like, and share Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube channel of Warm Talking. See you next time.